Brother, let me tell you something most men never learn until it's too late. You don't win women by chasing harder. You don't win them by texting faster. You don't win them by trying to say the perfect thing at the perfect time. You win, or more accurately, you stand apart by being unshaken. Not fake chill, not pretending you don't care. I'm talking about real, grounded calm. The kind of presence that says, I'm solid with or without you. Most men, they don't have that. They're emotionally exposed. A woman can read them like a book within days. She knows which buttons to press. She knows how to get them chasing. She knows how to throw them off balance. But when you learn the art of calmness, when you stop flinching, stop chasing, stop over-explaining, you create an entirely different effect. You start living rent-free in her mind. Today I'm going to break this down, step by step, principle by principle. How to develop that calm. How to embody it, not just for women, but for yourself. Because when you carry calmness, true masculine stillness, it changes the entire way the world interacts with you. 1. Stop explaining yourself. Let's start with the first shift. Stop explaining everything you do. Most men feel an irresistible urge to justify themselves. Sorry I didn't text sooner. I was just busy. I didn't mean it like that. I hope you didn't take it the wrong way. That's not masculine calm. That's insecurity dressed up as politeness. A calm man doesn't narrate his life. He lets his actions speak for themselves. If she's confused, she can ask. If she assumes, she can sit with it. You're not on trial. You're not interviewing for approval. And here's the beauty of restraint. The less you explain, the more she leans in. The more she wonders. The more she starts filling in the blanks with her imagination. And her imagination, brother, is always louder than your explanation. Mystery makes her feel. And feelings are what women remember. 2. Don't chase. Stillness attracts. Second principle. Chasing never wins. Most men believe attraction is built by pursuit. They think effort equals desire. But chasing sends only one signal. I need her attention to feel good about myself. When you chase, you place her above you. You position her as the prize and yourself as the contestant. But when you stop chasing, when you remain still, steady in your own lane, everything flips. She feels it. She feels that you're not trying to be noticed. You simply exist with presence. That kind of man is rare. And rarity is attractive. Stillness creates gravity. It makes her curious. It makes her lean in because you're no longer predictable. The desperate men all look the same. But the man who is calm, he is an unsolved mystery. And the feminine is drawn to mystery. 3. Break her pattern. Women are used to controlling the emotional dance. They know the script by heart. She pulls away. He chases. She tests him. He explains. She acts cold. He overcompensates. That loop gives her power. But when you don't play, when you remain calm, the pattern breaks. She throws a sharp comment, and you just smile. She goes silent, and you give her space. She tests your patience, and you don't even flinch. That stillness shakes her, because for the first time, she's not steering the dynamic. You are. A calm man forces her to examine her own behavior, instead of always putting him on trial. And that disruption? That's magnetic, because it's rare. 4. Your presence is enough. Here's where calmness takes on a deeper form. Most men are terrified of silence. They rush to fill every pause with chatter, jokes, explanations, anything to keep the energy alive. But that's not strength. That's anxiety talking. A calm man understands this truth. Silence is power. When you're comfortable in quiet, you send the message that your presence alone is enough. You don't need to perform. You don't need to entertain. And paradoxically, the quieter you are, the more she leans in. She starts revealing more. She starts filling the gaps. She invests more energy into keeping the connection alive. Because silence, in the hands of a calm man, creates gravity. 5. You control the emotional tone. This principle is crucial. Whoever controls the emotional tone controls the relationship. If she's anxious and you match her anxiety, she's leading. If she's frustrated and you become reactive, she's in charge. But when you stay calm, unshaken, grounded, steady, the entire energy shifts. You walk into a room with composure, and she calibrates to you. She softens. Her vibe follows yours. That's leadership without force, influence without words. That's masculine stillness in action. You don't chase her emotions, you lead them. 6. Pass the tests. Let's talk about tests, because they will come. A woman will test you, not because she's cruel, but because it's an instinct. She wants to know where your strength lies. She might challenge you with words. She might act cold. She might try to trigger jealousy. Most men fail instantly. They argue, defend, or overcompensate. But the calm man doesn't flinch. He knows the test isn't personal. It's simply a probe for stability. So he stays cool. He laughs. He ignores the bait. He keeps his energy light. And when she sees she can't shake him, attraction deepens. Respect grows. And ironically, she feels safer because his frame holds steady, no matter what storm she brings. 7. Stillness makes her chase. Here's the paradox. The calmer you are, the more she begins to move toward you. When you stop trying to impress her, she tries to impress you. When you stop asking where things are going, she starts questioning where she stands. When you stop overreaching, she starts leaning in. That's the dance. Masculine stillness draws feminine movement. It's not manipulation. It's magnetism. Built on self-respect. Built on not needing to prove yourself. Built on the peace of knowing you're enough. And once she realizes you're not chasing, she starts chasing the feeling you create. 8. Calmness protects your energy. Here's the deeper truth. Calmness isn't just about women. It's about you. When you chase, when you argue, when you over-explain, you bleed energy. You hand over your focus to someone else's moods. But when you remain calm, you keep your power. You protect your focus. You build yourself instead of draining yourself. And that's the man women respect most. The man who refuses to waste his fire on chaos. 9. Why calm men stand out forever. Think about this. Women meet countless men who overtalk, overgive, and overpursue. They blend into one memory. But the calm man, he's unforgettable. Why? Because he didn't react like the rest. He didn't bend. He didn't chase. He disrupted her pattern. He left her with mystery. And mystery is what lingers. Mystery is what keeps her thinking about you weeks, months, even years later. So listen closely. It's not about clever lines. It's not about texting faster. It's not about proving yourself. It's about mastering your calm. Because when you become the stillness in a world full of noise, you stand out without even trying. And women don't obsess over the men who try hardest. They obsess over the man who doesn't need to try at all. Be that man. Be the calm in the storm. And watch how everything changes.